The other massive story of the day is NatWest and Coutts, after Dame Alison Rose walked the plank, was forced to resign, really, amid fury from Rishi Sunak and the Chancellor, James Hunt, he said carefully. The latest victim of this is the chief executive of Coutts, the bank that initially cancelled Mr Farage's accounts for political reasons. His name is Peter Flavel. He has just resigned literally about an hour ago. So the carnage at both of these banks continues apace. £850 million wiped off the value of them, and their share price continues to plummet. This is an omni-shambles. I mean, Farage has taken them to the cleaners. It's extraordinary.
It really is. 850 million wiped off their share price, and it just goes to show that old sort of adage, go woke, go broke, you know. And when will these organisations learn that they need to steer clear of all of this kind of stuff? Why are they getting themselves involved in all of this? And they're learning their lesson the hard way, and hopefully other organisations that have got these woke board members, they're basically activist board members who've installed themselves on these boards, who are then trying to push an agenda. And you've got to think, why are they doing it other than just to make themselves feel good and to talk about it at dinner parties? But they need to sit up and they need to listen to what's happening, because, you know, 850 million wiped off your company's share price is awful.
Yeah, I mean, and the chairman of NatWest, Sir Howard Davis, you know, right at the heart of the Remainer establishment. Apparently he's like a really obsessive Remainer. He gets £750 million a year. £750,000, didn't get that much. And all of the board members get £200,000 a year. But they think Howard Davis may be next to go. By the way, Dame Alison Rose earned £5 million a year. And I think the new emerging scandal is because they framed her departure as by mutual agreement. She's in line for a massive multi-million-pound payoff. I think we, the people of Britain, considering British taxpayers own something like over 40% of this bank, we have to say no payoff, no payoff.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's like you say, we saved this bank when it was sinking back in 2008, and then these people, fat cats at the top, who've been trying to push this woke agenda and are now having to fall on their swords, are going to go out with a massive payoff. That's absolutely outrageous, isn't it? Particularly at a time when people are struggling to pay their bills and everybody's like really hurting with the cost of living, that these people would get this kind of payoff for behaving in such an outrageous way.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in the great and the good, if you're in the woke establishment, you know, nothing succeeds like failure.
Exactly.
I mean, they're just sort of sharing out all these massive amounts of money amongst it. And it's our money, you know, this is the profits that they make on the back of account holders at NatWest and Coutts. And they just share it massively among themselves, completely screw everything up, and then take huge payoffs when they leave. This has got to stop.
It has to stop. It's like they've got a God complex, isn't it? They put themselves in these positions of power. They've got these huge amounts of money, as you say, that are sort of changing hands and, you know, pats on the back for doing this, that and the other. They're completely out of touch of reality with the average person on the street, and they just don't understand how bad this looks. And you have to turn back to the government and say, you've got to put a stop to this. This isn't on.
Absolutely. And it's a sort of form of elite corruption, I believe, and to wit, it is now contended that the NatWest and Coutts may well have broken the law. So they are facing a criminal investigation that would obviously involve the chief executive, Alison Rose, presumably also Peter Flavel, and possibly Sir Howard Davis, possibly all of the board. So this is a catastrophe on an epic scale for these banks, and it's all because they wanted to say, we're woke, we want to save the planet, we love the LGBT community, oh, look at all our pride flags, oh, the carpets are recycled. I mean, when did they become like this? Make money, that's what you're there to do.
Exactly. And who are the actual customers of Coutts? Like, customers of Coutts are really going to care about this. As they've said, you know, you need to have 3 million in the bank bank to have an account at Coutts or something ridiculous like that, isn't it? So who is it they're actually trying to appeal to, other than their friends at their dinner parties, you know? And as you say, it seems clear to most people, but let's say it's alleged, they have broken GDPR rules there by sharing that data. That is a clear data breach.
Yeah, the story is nowhere near over, and there's more trouble in store for a lot of the people at the top of those banks, I think.